Welcome to Broadway Radical. We're going to talk about everything wrong with Hamilton. Blasphemy. 1. Daveed Diggs is not my boyfriend. 2. Burr asks, "What's your name, man?" As if we don't already know. It's the title of the musical. And then they say it like 3 million times after that.
Hamilton, 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 Hamilton.
Just so we know. 3. In stark contrast to Lynn's previous In the Heights, the immigrant story here is really romanticized, and that's a whole thing that I'm not even going to get to on this episode. Anyway, 4. Burr asks, "Can I buy you a drink?" And then they don't bang. Speaking of banging, 5. If you know anything about the real Alexander Hamilton, you know that he was more than certainly bisexual as hell, and 100% most definitely had a thing with Lawrence. And you could have given us the greatest romance, Lynn. Why? Why not? 6. The gist of the Schuyler Sisters is, I'm gonna find a man, even if it is a smart rich man, which I guess is better than the way, thoroughly modern Millie deals with it, and probably truer to history, but still. 7. Also, by the time the Schuyler Sisters met Hamilton, Angelica had already been married for a while. Also, they had, 7 brothers, which I assume have 7 brides. 8. Hamilton flirts with Angelica and flirts with Eliza. What, was Peggy not good enough for him? Peggy deserves love too, okay? 9. Also, guess how the Schuyler family made all their money? Yeah, slaves AF. Even if they weren't all directly involved, every single one of them, including now Alexander Hamilton, profited off the sale of human beings. So, 10. Graf Sauce and Lynn aren't married IRL. 11. It's kind of funny that the king is the token white person here, but when the rights get released to community theaters, schools, amateur productions, it's just gonna be that. A bunch of King Georges running around being really offensive walking stereotypes. And honestly, without the casting that it has now, Hamilton loses all of its appeal. It's just a better 1776. There are enough things about the founding fathers. 12. Wait for it is a really good song. It's just a really good song. Nothing wrong here. I just wanted to say that. 13. Actually, I guess there is. Maybe. I don't like Burr. Leslie Odom Jr. makes him likable and relatable, but what did that dude ever actually do but be jealous of Hamilton and not really have a stance on things? Burr is kind of hot garbage, if you ask me. 14. Speaking of people played by really likable, talented actors that were actually terrible slave rapists, George Washington. 15. History has its eyes on you, except it really hasn't, and up until this very specific point in time, literally no one cared about Alexander Hamilton. 16. Everyone's a tenor in this damn show. They're all tenors. It's not fair. 17. Lafayette. 18. Hamilton goes to visit Burr in the middle of the night, causing even more slash-fic, and then they don't bang. 19. 25 essays divided evenly between 3 men is 8.3 repeating essays per man. 20. What Did I Miss is such a good song. It's so good. 21. No, but this one actually has a lot of problems. Picking one, I don't know. Sally Hemings, the 14-year-old child sex slave of Thomas Jefferson, is mentioned really glibly, and you might be saying, "Oh, no, that's not true. They were in love. She was treated like family. She was allowed in the house." Well, yes, I'm sure Thomas Jefferson didn't fancy having to literally go out in the hay to have a role in it. This is me officially calling bullshit on that ship. 22. No, but seriously, did you think anything going on there was even a little bit consensual? She was 14 when he started, yeah. He's portrayed as a villain, sure, kind of, but not for that. He's portrayed as just a charismatic jerk at odds with our protagonist. If you cast Daveed Diggs as a villain, he's not a villain. He's just a dude we like that we're not supposed to. And also, he's really hot, and it's not fair. Anyway, 23. I guess Hamilton really did end up with Peggy, didn't he? 24. Oh, this is something I just remembered. That's in the first act. What's with the Mulligan line? "Lock up your daughters and horses. It's hard to have intercourse over 4 sets of course." What? Wait, is the horse part of that line implying what I think it's implying what a weird thing to mention. Did that actually happen? That didn't actually happen, did it? 25. Okay, this is the last time I'm going to do this, but Washington on Your Side is such a good song. 26. Screw all those people, though. Like, the founding fathers, all of the people involved in this song. Hot garbage. 27. Hamilton fat shames Adams. 28. Angelica shows up to support Eliza and condemns Alexander for cheating on her, which is more or less what she's been trying to get him to do with her for the entirety of their relationship. So, 29. Burn and the beginning of Stars line up perfectly. 30. Philip. 31. So Hamilton chooses to vote for Jefferson over Burr because he at least has principles, but no, that's actually way worse because he will actively be doing evil over Burr, who could at worst be ineffectual and at best be convinced by people smarter than him. Bad call, Alex. 32. Historically, again, Burr was not sorry for killing Hamilton. He referred to him jokingly several times as Alexander, my friend, who I shot. 33. Eliza did kind of a bad job telling his story, seeing as how nobody's really cared about him up until this exact moment in history. But I guess you just need a Broadway musical. 34. No matter how many people of color you put it in, this is still a story about mostly white slave-owning dudes. Not to mention the genocide of Native people. So in summary, Burr is garbage and so are the rest of the people in this show. So what did we learn? Lin-Manuel Miranda knows how to write a musical, and I love him, but maybe next time he'll pick something a little less problematic to be our fave. Alright, I'm ready for the fandoms to devour me now.